Hey everyone, Charles here. And first of all, thank you for stopping by my podcast. If this show inspires you, makes you think, or gives you that courage to jump into action, please help by donating to this show. Click the link in the description and donate. Your donation helps us with production and finding great guests moving forward. Thank you and enjoy.
Amazon is offering sign-on bonuses up to $1,000, plus get up to $20 an hour for select roles. The best part? We're hiring near you. So start now to take home something greater. New, higher wages with a sign-on bonus, a range of real benefits, and career growth opportunities in a top-rated workplace. So earn more and see how great pay and sign-on bonuses can lead to a greater life for you. Go to amazon.com/apply. Amazon is an equal opportunity employer.
Hey everybody, and welcome to another great show of The Jump. If this is your first time here, welcome. My show is all about jumping, and not jumping physically, jumping mentally. We bring you the best guests around to help you get to that next level. Why should you jump? What are you waiting for? Don't hesitate. I have somebody coming on with a brand new book that's going to help you to get to that next level in life. If you're ready to jump, let's go.
You know you should be doing something different, right? Hey, I'm talking to you. Do you believe that you have the gift for greatness or have a special talent, but don't have the courage to take that next step? Always wondering how others made it look so easy? Well, welcome to Jump, the show that will bring you special guests just like you and me. How did they get the courage to jump into greatness? Doing what they love and living the good life. So, get ready to jump with your host, Charles Matthews Jr.
Yes, we are live, broadcasting live, and we thank you for taking the time and joining us. My next guest coming on, we've been talking behind the scenes in the green room, some cooking tips and just enjoying each other's company, and I know I'm gonna have a great time with her on my show. So please welcome Sonia Cameron to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Hey Sonia, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing today?
I'm much better talking to you. You got that easy talking voice. You make things easy. We've been swapping some curry chicken recipes, so I'm good. I'm ready to go.
I'm excited to be here as well.
So tell everybody, where are you calling in from?
I'm calling in from Durham, North Carolina, near the Research Triangle Park area. Near Raleigh-Durham Airport.
All right, and I know we were talking behind the scenes how sunny it is, how nice it is over there right now.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 70 degrees today.
All of us are just crying right now, all the snow we got, but it's okay. So give us some background. Who is Sonia? Born and raised little girl, like growing up, who are you?
I was born in a place called Wilmington, North Carolina, which is on the coast, and grew up there. And then my parents divorced, and I moved to the Raleigh-Durham area, and went to high school there. And then I got my undergraduate degree at UNC Charlotte, and my graduate degree at the University of Virginia.
Okay.
And, I've been working in corporate America for over 25 years, and I am an author by night and a technical support engineer by day, and a self-published author and a blogger. My blog is blessthework.com.
Blessthework.com. So make sure you check that out. It's blessthework.com. So let's go back to the little girl in you. Did you know, like growing up, that's what you wanted to do? Or did you have other dreams? Like, did you want to be a rock star? Did you seeing anything else? Tell us about the little girl growing up.
When I was a little girl, I wanted to be a missionary, actually.
Okay.
And when I was little, my mom had a book where she would read me stories about missionaries. And I wanted to be a missionary. I felt like I wanted to travel the world and save the world, but I didn't end up doing that at all.
Okay, so that's when you're a little girl. When you were a teenager, did it change, or did you still want to do the missionary stuff?
When I was a teenager, I wanted to be an accountant. And then then I discovered that at that time, computer science was a big up and coming thing. That was in the late 80s. And I ended up doing an internship with a local utility company. And I started my career then interning in the summers of my collegiate years. And just love the craft, just fell in love with computer science and programming, and that's where I started my career.
Okay, so now you're in this career. So all of a sudden, when did the light bulb come on to say, I'm going to be an author?
Well, I guess it all started when I decided to. I was actually fired from a job, and I ended up getting a job during the 2008-2009 recession. And a lot of people started asking me, well, how did you do that? How did you get a job? And I said, basically what I did was I really did a lot of soul searching, and I did a lot of praying. And that praying led me to have guidance in a way that I wouldn't have before. And so I started.
Amazon is offering sign-on bonuses up to $1,000, plus get up to $20 an hour for select roles. The best part? We're hiring near you. So start now to take home something greater. New, higher wages with a sign-on bonus, a range of real benefits, and career growth opportunities in a top-rated workplace. So earn more and see how great pay and sign-on bonuses can lead to a greater life for you. Go to amazon.com/apply. Amazon is an equal opportunity employer. Amazon is offering sign-on bonuses up to $1,000, plus get up to $20 an hour for select roles. The best part? We're hiring near you. So start now to take home something greater. New, higher wages with a sign-on bonus, a range of real benefits, and career growth opportunities in a top-rated workplace. So earn more and see how great pay and sign-on bonuses can lead to a greater life for you. Go to amazon.com/apply. Amazon is an equal opportunity employer.
Lost their job and end up being furloughed. And I didn't know what to do, but I know that I wanted to serve in some kind of way. So I was inspired to write the book, God, Please Help Me Find a Job, 21 Prayers for the Job Seeker.
Yeah, I like that. I like that title, God, Please Help Me Find a Job, because honestly, that's what we do. We spit it out directly. We just ask. We don't say, "Oh, help me." No, we like, "Look, God, I need a job. God, I need a car. Like, God, help me get on this bus right now. God, don't let me be late for work." Like, we say it like it is. So when I saw the title of the book, I was like, "Yep, that's it right there."
Yeah, and I felt like that would resonate with a lot of people during the pandemic, that had lost their jobs or found themselves involuntarily unemployed. So yeah, I just started writing, and I would write about 1,000 words a day, and scratch some of the prayers and start it over. And, it just ended up being a small work. It's not a long book at all. And so I had a lot of reviewers review my work, and they said, well, it's not very substantial, but there's something that you can do to make it a lot more substantial, and that is add images. So the book has images in it, and it makes it a very easy read. And it's just an amazing work because there's a prayer for just about every situation that a job seeker would face.
Okay. So I guarantee there's something in there about, getting denied the first one, going for the interview, stuff like that. Am I correct on that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and it's tough. Like when you don't have work and you're going into an interview and you go into the office and you see 6 other people sitting there and
Right.
all fighting for the same job, you always throw up that prayer, right?
And that's why I kept the book kind of simple and straightforward, because I wanted them to use it as people to use it as a pocket reference. You
Right.
know, when you're going on the interview, when you're looking at salary, negotiations, when you're doing your resume, there's a prayer for just about every situation. When you're a temporary employee wanting permanent employment, and it starts out with the emotions of a job seeker, like, the depressed job seeker, the fearful job seeker. Because a lot of times when we find ourselves, looking for employment, there are fears, the fear of, failure, the fear of not being good enough, the fear of being in the wrong demographic.
Yep.
So there's a prayer in the book for that as well.
Yeah, and definitely. And I like that you touch on the fear. And that's what the show is all about, is to get over your fear, get to the line and jump. But the thing is, you can't jump unless you take that fear out of you and try. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people will look for jobs and say, they're not going to hire me, and skip over it. Well, how do you know they're not going to hire you? Take the chance. Apply for it. What's the worst thing they can say?
No.
That's it. At least you tried. What if they say, something? He or she ain't really qualified, but we like their personality. We see something in them. Maybe we can groom them. Let's give her or give him a chance. You would have never gotten that if you'd never applied yourself.
Yeah, Charles, I have a story that I can tell you about my situation and how I use prayer in my career search. In 2008, I found myself actually fired from a job. And I really didn't know what to do or to say in the interview. I felt, really ashamed of my situation, of my status. So the first interview I went on, I actually lied. Now, I'm supposed to be a Christian, but I lied. I was like, no, they said, what happened? Why did you leave your last role? And I was like, I was laid off. Well, that was, and so I decided that, that was not a good fit for me. I went home. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't eat. I was really distraught. And I was like, I can't lie. I'm supposed to be a Christian. I can't lie. So I started praying about it. And finally I said, okay, God, if you give me another opportunity to go on an interview and they ask me, why did I leave my last role? I'm going to tell the truth. I'm going to stand in my truth and let the chips fall where they may. So just so happened, a few weeks later, I got an interview, went on the interview. The question came up, why did you leave your last role? And I said, well, I got fired. It just wasn't a good fit.
Uh-huh.
And the guy was like, wow, I'm surprised because you came highly recommended.
Okay.
And I was like, really? He said, yeah, Jennifer in HR recommended you. She said that you were an enthusiastic employee. You were easy to work with, easy to get along with. And at the time I was saying to myself, who in the world is Jennifer? And to make the pot even sweeter, he said, and so because Jennifer recommended you, we decided we're not going to interview anybody else.
Oh, wow.
We're going to hire you just based on her recommendation. And I was like, okay, thank you. He said, all you have to do is go through the background check.
Right.
So by the time I got home, I was like really concerned. Who is this Jennifer person? And I finally realized that Jennifer was a young lady that I had coffee with at the job where I got fired from.
Oh, so just sitting down with her, talking to her.
Every morning we would meet in the break room and have coffee. And we would just talk about current events and what's going on in the world, the weather, just small talk.
And she saw your personality through the conversations, how you were. and then she just put a good word in for you.
Absolutely.
See, that's straight blessing right there. That is straight blessing. And the funny thing is, people might like say, "Oh, that was just nothing." Yeah, I guaranteed if you lied again, then that Jennifer thing would have never happened. I believe that. You know what I mean? You tell God straight, you know something, God, I got this one. I'm going to go out there and tell the truth. And he was waiting for you to tell the truth before they told you about this Jennifer girl. So good on you. I love that story. That is a great story because there's nothing wrong with your situation. Things happen to people. So you get fired, and not because of your work. Sometimes they downsized. And they're like, you know something, we can only take 15. You're number 16. We're sorry. We have to let you go.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. And you shouldn't be fearful and saying, oh, what did I do wrong? You didn't do nothing wrong. Numbers, what was wrong? You know what I mean? They just couldn't afford to keep you. And that's all it is. So anybody listening out there, don't be ashamed of what you have. You know your skill set. Go out there and prove it. Someone else's loss is someone else's gain. Right?
Absolutely.
And remember that every time you go out. Say, all right, you don't want me? You know something? It's all good. When this other company gets me, look out.
Yeah. One man's trash is another man's treasure.
See, I love that.
And when I got fired, it made me become a better employee because the next time I was like, I'm gonna be the number one,
Yep.
one in the person. I'm gonna be the best person at whatever I do, and I'm gonna put my all into this. I'm gonna make this work.
So let's talk about. There's one thing that you said that you added pictures to it. What kind of pictures did you add to the book?
I commissioned a family member to take pictures that kind of went along with the subject of the prayers. So they're really, photos of the outside here in North Carolina, like outdoor photos, just scenic photos. And some of them are, my son took a few pictures, so there's a few pictures in there that my son took, and I'm in a couple of the images, and it's just an interesting read. I mean, it's an amazing thing. I wanted even those people who normally didn't read books to pick up this book and say, okay,
and feel comfortable.
Yeah, I can read this.
Yeah,
this is not a problem.
So then here's a question. Where can we get the book? Everybody wants to know. All right, Charles. They're like, Charles, shut up and ask her. So I'm shutting up and I'm asking you, where can we find the book?
On Amazon.com. You can look it up by my name, Sonia H. Cameron, or you can look it up by the title, God, Please Help Me Find a Job. 21 Prayers for the Job Seeker. I published a second book in January. Actually, it's a companion to the original work, and it's a journal and job search organizer that allows you to record the details of your job search as you go through the book, and also, allows you to write your own prayers because everybody's situation is individual. Your job search journey is different from mine. So I try to provide a place where people can, actually understand themselves.
All right. And an easy read. And that's what I like about it. Nothing too tough. It's simple, but it punches right in the gut. You know what I mean? Like sometimes when you're down, it just gives you a good punch. All right. Don't go nowhere. Stay tuned. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Hey, it's okay if you're driving or too busy to take notes. Charles has your parachute packed with all the info you need to jump into success. Check out the links section for all the tools you need to land safe. Now, let's keep falling with Charles and his special guest.
Yes. Don't worry. I know you're driving, you're listening live, and you're like, oh, the information. The information will be in the description. We're going to have her link to Amazon, so you can just click the button and get the book. Her information is there live right now. Tell everybody the title one more time.
God, please help me find a job.
That's right. God, please help me find a job. I love the title. And because the thing about it is, I watch a lot of YouTube videos, Facebook videos. You know, when you're bored, you just watch all the videos, right? And anything that happens, you know, if someone gets scared, they always call out God's name. You know what I mean? You get scared, like, oh God, or something happens, oh Jesus, like, you know, when they get scared, right? And then I was watching some baseball tournaments and basketball championships and football. Both sides always kneel down and pray to God, right? If you notice, so I said to myself one day, who does God answer? Which side does he pick? Think about it. You're watching the Super Bowl and someone's going to kick a field goal. It's the game winner. You look at both sides of the field and both sides are kneeling down. And they're both praying to God, right?
Yeah. I think faith without works is dead, Charles.
You know?
So you got to put your works in.
That's it, man.
It's not just prayer, but you got to have some talent and skill in there as well.
Okay. See, I'm glad you said that, because here's the one thing I want to get across when we talked about that. If you can ask God for anything, but you got to put the work in as well. You can't just say, well, absolutely, God, I need a job, and sit at home and wait for the job to call you. Right. Okay.
Absolutely.
You do the work, and he will direct you into certain ways. You know what I mean? You'll be looking, and then maybe you'll pick up this newspaper that, you know, you're like, oh, let me take a different direction home today. And you pick up this newspaper, and what's in the newspaper? Job application. You know what I mean? You got to put in the work. Just don't sit on your butt. And that's what you did. You put in the work and you wrote this great book. So there you go. So what is...
Absolutely. There are some points that I have on my website. There's a download on my website. There's 21 days of preparation for a job search. So that can give a person some suggestions on how they can put in the work on a daily basis for 21 days, and not just prayer, but actually take action as well. That's
right. Get up and do something about it. Love it. Now here it is. Ready? We're going to play a quick game. Are you ready?
I guess I am.
All right, here it is. It's called Rapid Fire. I just throw some questions out at you. You just answer the first thing that comes to your head. Okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go. What is your hidden talent?
Cooking.
Okay. What is the song you're singing in the shower?
Gorilla Faith.
There you go. If you're gonna go on stage and present your book, what song are you gonna sing to hype you up before you go on stage?
Gorilla Faith. It's by Dietrich Haddon. Have you ever heard it?
No, I'm gonna go Google it after the show, because if you're naming it twice, I gotta go listen to it. All right. In your green room, before you talk about your book, they put a treat, a dessert treat. What treat do you hope it is?
Dark chocolate.
Dark chocolate. Okay. You said cooking is your thing. What dish are you going to make me and my family when we come over?
Barbecue chicken.
Oh, there we go. All right. What's your favorite drink to wash barbecue chicken down?
Lemonade.
There you go. What is the one TV show you can't go without?
I don't watch a lot of TV. That's interesting. I would say the nightly news. I don't watch a lot of TV.
All right.
You watcher.
And last question, where was the favorite place you went to write this great book?
Where I am right now in the sunroom. My bedroom.
All right. See, easy. You had that down pat.
You stumped me a couple of times, especially with the TV thing.
All right. Now here's our last game before we let you go. It's called Top 3. Pick 3. Pick 3 numbers from 1 to 10, and I'm going to ask you those questions. Make them short, make them sweet. Pick 3 numbers, 1 to 10.
9, 4, 5.
9, 4, 5. All right. First question, number 9. says, where can other people listen to you? Do you have like a podcast show or anything that we can find you?
Actually, I do a live about once a month on Facebook. On my Facebook page, Bless the Work of Our Hands. And actually, my next live will be Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern. And I'll be talking about the book, The Go Giver. It's an old book, but I wanted to talk about the 5 stratospheric laws of success. And so I'm going to be talking about that on Saturday.
All right. There you go. All right. Question number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What are some great resources that you have helped you along the way?
One of the greatest resources that I have had a chance to take advantage of are courses on LinkedIn. It helps you with improving your skill set when you're looking for a job. And there are a variety of courses there for just about any skill that you're looking to improve upon.
That is some great advice right there, because a lot of people won't think. LinkedIn is a business website, a business social media platform. So why not go there and, upgrade your skills? So that's a great advice. All right, here we go. Last question. Who are the 3 people who have been most influential to you?
I would say my grandmother. She's deceased now, but she was very influential as in my childhood. She impressed a lot upon me about prayer. She used to pray 3 times a day, consistently. I don't do that now, but she was a very good example of how you should have a good prayer life. The second person is my mentor who helped edit my book. Her name is Eula Turner, and she encouraged me to write 750 words a day. And that helped me with creating the book and doing it in such a short time. It only took me about 6 weeks to write the book.
Wow.
And so, and just doing that 750 words a day helped me do that. There's actually a website called 750words.com. You can go there and just type in your 750 words. And, if you are interested in writing a book, after a while, if you do 750 words a day, you'll have a manuscript.
Okay. And the last person?
I think, and I know this is cliche, but Martin Luther King, because he said anyone can serve. And that's one of my goals in life, is to be of service. I feel like that's, paramount into having a purpose is, where can you serve and how can you serve others? And that's one of the 5 laws of stratospheric success, is serving others.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's cliche or not. I think that's a great idea, a great comment, because what I realized, and I learned this from my grandmother, she's passed away too, when you give others and serve others, people don't realize you actually get it back twice as much as you gave. And I've seen it ongoing times. I've seen it multiple times. She used to give away the clothes and give food away and help people and just things people didn't have. She's like, oh, here, you can just take this and Harold this. And I always thought, how you giving stuff away? How you just doing stuff? But trust me, you give away 5, you're getting about 50. Okay. So I love what you just said right there. It's ultimate. Well, listen, that is our show. It's been a pleasure to get to know you, to get to know the book. One more time, tell everybody what the book is.
God, please help me find a job.
God, please help me find a job. I don't know why I like that title so much. Because either way you read it, you could say, oh, God, please help me find a job. Or God, please help me find a job. Or God, please help me find a job. Either way you say it, it's still your book. You can say it 100 different ways. It's still your book. All right. So before we let you go, Anybody you want to shout out to? Anybody you want to say hi that might be listening?
I would like to say hello to my sons, Jordan and Tyson Cameron.
There you go. Hi, Jordan. Hi, Tyson. Thanks for helping your mom with the book. Great job. And remember, you can get it on Amazon. I'll put the rest of the links in the description. You can find it right there. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Be safe. Take care. We'll see you next time.
Thank you for listening. If you liked the show or have a comment, we would love to hear from you. Join our mailing list, and as always, check out our special deals links below. I hope this has inspired you to look at your life and jump. See you next week.
Amazon is offering sign-on bonuses up to $1,000, plus get up to $20 an hour for select roles. The best part? We're hiring near you. So start now to take home something greater. New, higher wages with a sign-on bonus, a range of real benefits, and career growth opportunities in a top-rated workplace. So earn more and see how great pay and sign-on bonuses can lead to a greater life for you. Go to amazon.com/apply. Amazon is an equal opportunity employer. Amazon is offering sign-on bonuses up to $1,000, plus get up to $20 an hour for select roles. The best part? We're hiring near you. So start now to take home something greater. New, higher wages with a sign-on bonus, a range of real benefits, and career growth opportunities in a top-rated workplace. So earn more and see how great pay and sign-on bonuses can lead to a greater life for you. Go to amazon.com/apply. Amazon is an equal opportunity employer.
Hey, hope you had a great time listening to the show. If you think I did a great job, please buy me a coffee. I still got a lot of work to do. We would love to hear from you, your feedback, so please click the link and leave us a review. You can help us grow by following us on all social media platforms and sharing this link. Once again, it's time for you to jump. Success is waiting.